Ever wondered what the strangest subcultures in the world are? In the vast realm of human behavior, subcultures are unique pockets of people united by shared interests, beliefs, or lifestyles. They can range from the harmless to the truly unusual and even controversial. This video is a journey through 10 of the most intriguing subcultures. From thought-form creators to endurance ticklers, from elves to freegans, we'll explore these fascinating communities. If you enjoy exploring unique subcultures and learning more about the world, then don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe for more fascinating content. Now then, let's dive into this fascinating world of unique and sometimes bizarre subcultures. Imagine having a roommate who's always there when you need them, laughs at all your jokes, and never steals your food from the fridge, because, well, they're a product of your imagination. Welcome to the world of first subculture, Tulpas, where your mind's the limit and rent is always free. In the world of the mind, where imagination and consciousness intertwine, there lies a fascinating subculture that explores the power of mental creation. These individuals, known as Tulpa Creators, believe they can conceive sentient beings called tulpas through sheer concentration and mental visualization. A tulpa isn't just a figment of imagination, but a companion brought to life in the creator's mind, complete with its own thoughts, feelings, and personality. This practice traces its roots back to ancient Tibetan Buddhism, where tulpa meant emanation, or manifestation. Today it has evolved into a modern subculture that shares experiences and techniques for developing these mental companions. From meditation to active forcing, these creators invest hours cultivating the presence, form, and personality of their tulpas. A subculture that truly tests the power of the mind. Now let's get to a really weird one. In a competition where the feather is mightier than the sword, welcome to the ticklish battleground of competitive endurance tickling. A subculture where the ticklish become titans, this unusual arena pits adults against each other in bouts of tickling, all captured on video. The rules are simple: keep tickling, keep laughing, keep enduring. Yet, beneath the laughter, a more serious undertone prevails. This subculture has sparked controversy, with questions about privacy, consent, and the fine line between tickling and torment. Some participants find it an exhilarating challenge, a test of their endurance and resolve. Others see it as a strange form of entertainment, an odd spectacle that draws viewers in with its sheer absurdity. Yet, for all its quirks, this shines a spotlight on the human capacity for endurance, humor, and yes, even ticklishness. It's a world that's as fascinating it is baffling, as serious as it is silly. A subculture that challenges our perceptions of humor and consent. Next, we have what might be your next vacation destination. Ever wanted to rule your own country? Pack your bags for Molossia, where the national dish is cookie dough, and the only invasion is by tourists with a curiosity as big as the country itself. In the heart of Nevada lies a slice of land that has declared itself a sovereign entity, the Republic of Molossia. This micronation is the brainchild of Kevin Baugh, who in 1999 proclaimed himself as the president. It's a fascinating example of a subculture that challenges the very idea of what a country can be. Molossia has its own flag, national anthem, currency, and even its own time zone. But it's not all pomp and circumstance. They also have their own unique laws and customs, like the ban on incandescent light bulbs and walrus hunting. Yet despite its self-declared sovereignty, Molossia isn't recognized by the United Nations or any established countries. But that doesn't dampen the spirits of its citizens who continue to uphold their unique customs, currency, and laws. Truly a subculture redefining the concept of sovereignty. As we leave the realm of tiny nations with big dreams, let's venture into the night where the real estate is eternal, and the dress code is strictly nocturnal. Welcome to the fascinating world of the vampire community. Let's venture into the night where the real estate is eternal and the dress code is strictly nocturnal. Welcome to the fascinating world of the vampire community. Vampires aren't just for Halloween anymore. This mysterious subculture is home to individuals who identify as vampires, claiming to feel an inherent need to consume human or animal blood, or draw psychic energy from others to maintain their health. But it's not all about the blood. This community isn't a scene from a horror movie, but a group of people with shared beliefs, practices, and rituals. They have their own social gatherings known as vampire balls and ethical codes, which often emphasize respect and consent among members. It's a community of the supernatural, but it's also firmly rooted in real-life connections and shared experiences. They believe in mutual support and often come together to discuss their experiences and challenges. It's a community that, despite its unusual beliefs, fosters a sense of belonging among its members, a subculture that brings the supernatural into everyday life. As we step out of the shadows of the vampire community, we trade in our fangs for fur and dive headfirst into the vibrant, tail-wagging world of furries, where every day is a costume party. Meet the furries. The furry fandom is a fascinating subculture that blurs the line between humans and animals in a unique and expressive way. Often misunderstood, furries are simply enthusiasts who enjoy the concept of anthropomorphic animals imbued with human traits. This fandom is incredibly diverse, spanning across art, literature, and roleplay. Many furries create their own fursonas, unique characters that represent their alter ego in the furry world. They express these fursonas through art, online interactions, and some even don elaborate costumes known as fursuits. But it's not just about costumes or roleplay. The furry fandom is a community. It's a space where people can express themselves freely and bond over shared interests. It's a subculture that celebrates creativity, imagination, and a love for the anthropomorphic. So next time you see a furry, remember it's more than just suit. It's an expression of identity, a subculture that embraces the anthropomorphic. After shedding our furry suits and embracing our inner animal, let's push the boundaries of expression even further into the skin-deep artistry of extreme body modifiers, where your body is the canvas and the possibilities are endless. This is a subculture that takes the concept of self-expression and personal identity to a whole new level. It's not about tattoos or piercings, it's about transformations that redefine the human form. Imagine splitting your tongue to mimic a serpent's, or embedding subdermal implants to create patterns and designs beneath the skin. For these individuals, the body is a canvas and the modification is art. This is not a pursuit for faint-hearted. It requires an extraordinary level of commitment and a high tolerance for pain. But what drives this subculture? For many, it's a profound desire to stand out, to challenge societal norms, and to truly own their bodies. It's about pushing the boundaries, testing the limits of the human body, and redefining beauty on their own terms. It's a bold statement of individuality, a subculture that pushes the boundaries of self-expression. Leaving behind the realm of ink and piercings, we venture into the enchanted forests of modern mythology to meet the real-life elves, where pointed ears are just the beginning of their magical lifestyle. Fantasy meets reality in the realm of real-life elves. This extraordinary subculture is inspired by mythology and popular fantasy literature, where individuals adopt elf-like personas, aesthetics, and lifestyles. It's not just about pointed ears and ethereal clothing. This subculture is deeply rooted in a unique philosophy that often incorporates eco-spirituality, veganism, and a profound appreciation for nature. These real-life elves living harmoniously with the natural world, often preferring to dwell in forests, mountains, and other serene landscapes. They incorporate magical elements into their daily lives, engaging in rituals and practices that celebrate the earth and the elements. Some even learn Elvish languages crafted by fantasy writers like J.R.R. Tolkien to strengthen their connection to their elfish identities. As we delve deeper, we find that this subculture isn't just about role-playing or escapism. It's a way of life, a spiritual path that seeks to intertwine the enchanting world of fantasy with the tangible world around us. A subculture that brings magic and nature into the modern age. As we step away from the elven glades and their ageless inhabitants, let's ponder a future where humanity steps back, making way for nature's reclaim. Welcome to the thought-provoking world of the voluntary human extinction movement, where less is truly more. VHEMT, a movement advocating for a world without humans. This may seem like a dystopian science fiction plot, but it's the central idea of the voluntary human extinction movement, or VHEMT. This environmental subculture champions the gentle, voluntary extinction of humankind. But why, you might ask? Their reasoning is to prevent further environmental damage and allow Earth's biosphere to return to a more healthy state. The unique aspect of VHEMT is that it's not about ending lives, but rather about refraining from creating new ones. Its members make a vow not to reproduce, aiming to reduce the strain on Earth's resources. They assert that humans, as a species, have overstepped our bounds, and it's time for us to step back, allowing the planet to mend from the impacts of human activity. VHEMT is indeed a subculture that defies conventional wisdom and invites us to reevaluate our views on humanity's position in the environment. Leaving behind the profound quiet of a world without us, we dive into the dumpsters of abundance to discover the Freegans, where waste not, want not isn't just a saying, it's a way of life. Consumerism turned on its head. Get to know the Freegans, a fascinating subculture that's all about minimizing the impact of consumerism. Freegans take the phrase, "one man's trash is another man's treasure," to a whole new level. Freegans are individuals who have chosen to reject the conventional economic system as much as possible. They believe that the consumer culture we live in produces an excessive amount of waste, particularly when it comes to food. By salvaging and using discarded goods, they aim to reduce this waste and promote environmental sustainability. The practice most commonly associated with Freegans is dumpster diving, an activity where they retrieve food that has been thrown away by supermarkets, restaurants, and households. But it's more than just a search for free food. It's a radical act of protest against the overproduction and wastefulness of our modern society. Beyond dumpster diving, Freegans often engage in other forms of eco-activism and adopt a lifestyle of voluntary simplicity. This means they aim to live with less, reducing their dependence on new products and services, and thereby limiting their contribution to the environmental damage caused by mass production and consumption. Freeganism is not just about what we consume, but how we consume. It's a powerful statement against the excesses of consumerism and a call to reconsider our relationship with the products we use and discard. In a world grappling with issues of waste and sustainability, the Freegans offer a unique perspective. From mind-made companions to voluntary extinction, our world is full of diverse and fascinating subcultures. We've journeyed through the realms of thought-form creators, tickling enthusiasts, micronations, vampire communities, furries, extreme body modifiers, real-life elves, environmental radicals, and waste-minimizing Freegans. Each subculture, unique in its beliefs and practices, contributes to the rich tapestry of human culture. In the end, these subcultures remind us of the incredible diversity of human experience and belief. Until next time, keep exploring. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world's weirdest subcultures, imagine what other fascinating journeys await you. This is your personal invitation to join our community of curious minds on YouTube. Subscribe now for more content that will take you on a riveting journey through the world, history, science, and more. Our channel is a treasure trove of knowledge, full of intriguing tales from every corner of the globe, sparking wonder about the world we live in. Each video is a new adventure, a chance to learn something you didn't know yesterday, and to view the world through a different lens. But it's not just about watching videos, it's about joining a community of explorers, thinkers, and lifelong learners. It's about engaging in lively discussions, sharing ideas, and broadening your horizons. So don't miss out on the adventure. Subscribe now and keep exploring with us.